Let's check in and see how Netflix is doing.
Morning. Can you switch,
Nightshade's pronouns are they, them.
He or she just doesn't fit who I am.
My apologies. Please switch their piece.
Well, how they're doing is getting incredibly aggressive on pushing pro-transgender ideology onto kids programming, and it turns out Elon might single-handedly take Netflix down. More on that coming up. Welcome back to the JP Reacts channel, my freedom-loving friend. This is where we call out lies, hypocrisy, corruption, and help spread the light of truth and freedom because truth conquers. Now, Netflix isn't so much doing truth. They're doing a bit more, how you say, indoctrination into their kids' programming, specifically for kids. And specifically on that, it's pro-transgender, pro-pronoun, pro-non-binary, strong messaging in their kids' programming. So you might look at Netflix stock and say, golly, why did it drop so far so fast? Well, there's one man who has a severed relationship with his son because his son believes he's a girl. Now, the son's father, fortunately, stands for truth. So the son, who believes he's a girl, will not talk to his father. And his father's name is Elon Musk. So you could imagine how hurt Elon is that this radical ideology that now Netflix is, they've been pushing it. They're even stronger than ever. They're pushing it. You could imagine how hurt this father is and how he might be on a crusade to save other kids from it. And he is on a crusade. So Elon started a trend called cancel your Netflix subscription when he made a few Twitter posts calling out Netflix for their pro-transgender programming. And by the way, the opening clip, that's nothing. You're going to see some more about what Netflix is doing. But Elon posted this: cancel Netflix for the health of your kids. And of course, you see a pretty accurate drawing of what Netflix is doing. Elon followed that up by retweeting someone, Matt Von Swoll, who said, just canceled my Netflix subscription. If you employ someone who celebrated the murder of Charlie Kirk and makes content that pushes pro-trans content on kids. And Elon retweeted it and said, same. That set off what Netflix might call a emergency situation where it's now gone viral. People are posting screenshots of their Netflix cancellation confirmation, as you can see, because this radical ideology took Elon's son from him. Imagine a father losing his son. The son's still alive, but he's lost the son. Boy, that's going to leave a mark. And it might leave a guy on a crusade to minimize how much this happens to other children and their parents. One particular new show of Netflix's that's under fire is Transformers Earth Spark. Now, when I watched Transformers as a kid, it was a great show. It's like those are cars that also transform into non-human, human-like creatures. But Netflix says, hey, with a show like Transformers, what better show than to have trans ideology? It's like, yeah, that's not what they meant by Transformers originally. They're like, well, these are real Transformers. So here's a clip from Transformers Earthspark that Netflix is marketing towards kids. You're going to see exactly what I mean in a second about their marketing. And the opening clip you saw from the same Transformers show on Netflix, this clip, it dives deeper. It's not just, wow, they said non-binary, they, them in one show. This just rubs the kid's face right into it.
It's hard to know who's dangerous or not.
That's true, though disappointing.
Hey, it's okay. I know I'm safe when I'm with my friends or other non-binary people.
Non-binary?
People who aren't female or male. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have assumed.
I always knew my pronouns felt right, but what a wonderful word for a wonderful experience.
By the way, what a plot line. That's amazing. Unfortunately, it is just dangerous ideology engineered for kids, shoved right in their face. Elon doesn't like it. I don't either. Here you can see directly on Netflix, this show is rated TVY7. This is for 7-year-olds, ladies and gentlemen. 7-year-olds, highly impressionable, so much so they believe Santa Claus is real. That's how impressionable a child's mind is. They're watching their favorite show, Transformers. They're talking about, my pronouns aren't right. My pronoun is non-binary. That's my gender. It's not even a gender. Boy, this feels right. Kids emulate what they see, whether it is based in truth or falsehood. That's why they're a child that needs to be protected, because they can't distinguish the difference. Children need protectors. And apparently a lot of protectors are out there saying, I'm canceling my Netflix subscription as a way of protecting my kids. This is Netflix bringing this in intentionally. They have a right to freedom of speech. And the free market can decide whether or not they want to pay to listen and watch to this speech. Because what Netflix might not know that we know is the two genders that exist circled in green. And then everything else that is pushed is a mental disorder. Yes, they are trying to inflict mental disorders on children. Do children need to be protected from that? Yes. We'll get back to the video in just a second, but first, does your immune system feel compromised ever since COVID? Well, there's a new study in the Journal of Clinical Laboratory Analysis that suggests you may not be in the clear, even if you feel fine. Researchers analyzed blood from people that recovered from COVID, and they found something alarming. Their platelets, which are essential for healthy blood clotting, were not functioning properly, even months after recovery. And other studies have found lingering spike proteins in the bloodstream and organ, causing immune system dysfunction and even mitochondrial damage, whether they're from the virus itself or mRNA shots. This is why Dr. Peter McCullough developed the ultimate spike detox. This doctor-formulated blend includes nattokinase to help break down spike protein, bromelain to support immune health, and turmeric with black pepper to reduce inflammation and repair cells. Take back control of your health today. Head to twc.health/JPReacts and use code JPReacts to get 15% off plus free shipping. Again, that's twc.health/JPReacts and code JPReacts to get 15% off plus free shipping. I say it's time to own your health. Now back to the video. Another popular Netflix show, Cocomelon, well, that's gone through some evolution through the years from just like, hey, this is like ADD, it's terrible for your kid's mind. It goes from that to like, hold my beer. We're going to do that. But also, here's an interracial gay couple with their son. Biologically, that's possible somehow. And they have their son dance for them. And you'll see the son pop out of the closet, all of a sudden cross-dressing as a girl.
About you, you love to get up and dance. How about you break out those moves for your two biggest fans?
There's enough of a kid cross-dressing to show other kids how it's done. And there's many more examples of the gender ideology, trans programming, programmed into the programs on Netflix to program kids' minds. But those are just a few we're going to look at. But before we move on, Libs of TikTok posts this. Holy shit, Netflix appears to openly boast about discriminating against white people. Say more. In their inclusion and diversity report, they celebrate what percentage of racially underrepresented directors and lead characters have been growing significantly over the past few years. Why doesn't Netflix hire based on qualifications instead of skin color? Let's take a look at the graphs. So this table shows you percentage of underrepresented personnel above the line in series year by year, breaks it down, creators, producers, writers, directors, etc. And here you see 2018 to 2023. So Netflix likes to brag about like, hey, 34% of our writers, we discriminated against white people. Thus, 34% of our writers are underrepresented category. Instead of bragging about like, look at these amazing writers we hired because they're really great writers. They're like, no, look at our discrimination stats. And then the bottom chart, Netflix is in red, the industry standard is in yellow. So Netflix is bragging by the year 2023, they discriminated 5% more than the also very discriminatory regular industry, Hollywood. So Netflix doing well in the discrimination category. Now this is awesome. And again, this is the year 2023. Might be higher by this year, Netflix. So industry standard is the bottom row on this table. Netflix is top row. So percentage of Netflix series with an underrepresented lead, co-lead, 71.4% of Netflix's series leads and co-leads are underrepresented, which kind of means like they're overrepresented. Like 71.4% is well over 50%. That's not underrepresented. Now, the point of this is a discrimination based on skin color achievement by Netflix. But an even worse offense of Netflix is the very pathological mental illness programming that they're doing with their new Transformers episodes, their other series. People are seeing it. It is painfully obvious. And a little old guy named Elon Musk has seen it. And people have just caught on saying, yeah, cancel Netflix. I choose to do that because it's how I'm protecting my children. It's part of it. So let me know what you think. Is canceling your Netflix subscription, is that justified here? Will Netflix listen, right the ship, and start like no longer purposely putting this stuff intentionally in front of 7-year-olds? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below, and I'll look forward to seeing you on our next video. But until then, stay free.